It's another beautiful morning to talk sport right here on Dominion Television. We're broadcasting live from Dominion House right here at Iyaganku in the beautiful city of Ibadan. My name is Boluwaji Ogumola. Of course, quite a lot to talk about on the show this beautiful morning. We've got a number of stories from the local front today. We'll talk about the Chan Eagles. We'll hear from them as they continue to prepare for the Big Chan. Yes, of course, the Big Chan is coming with the big box. This time around, of course, 5.3 billion naira is what's at stake for the winner. So the boys are gearing to go. The training is hard, according to the players. Also, we'll talk about the Falcons. They continue their celebration. Yesterday on this show, I told you that they were traveling to Lagos, which they did yesterday. And of course, it was party all the way, all the streets of Lagos. The girls were right there. If I throwing cash to fans, celebrating and appreciating them for supporting them from home. And of course, one of the sponsors of the NFF actually hosted them yesterday. Hosted them yesterday evening. They had a very good party and gave them 15 million naira. Yes, for that. I mean, cash rolling in left, right, and center. And also, we'll take a look at updates from the foreign scene, the European football story. And we have a special today. I'll be talking cycling on the show today, as we'll be joined by a major cycling stakeholder on the show. And just like I've always told you, if you're not in love with all these sports, you will fall in love with the sports right here on this show. So get yourself ready. Today, we'll be doing cycling, and our specialist, a major stakeholder in cycling in Oyo State, who is vested in grassroots cycling development in Oyo State, will be joining us very shortly on the show to discuss that. But before that, we'll still have a whole lot to talk about. Plus, the fact that a member of the Super Falcons player, who is from Oyo State, is calling on the government to come and appreciate her as well. We'll talk about that shortly. Toluwani is here. Good morning to you.
All right, yes, good morning to you, and thanks for having me, Boluwaji. And it's all morning talks since Monday, and we're still talking money. And like you said, we have so much to unpack and unravel in today's show. So I just want everybody to stay connected. Don't change that. I don't want you to just move away from that. Keep enjoying the show. We're here together. Thank you for having me.
Keep enjoying, keep sharing, keep dropping your comments as we kickstart the show. This beautiful one. Let me inform that Nigerian Football League has restated its firm opposition to the sale or transfer of league slots between clubs in the country's top division. This is seen as a bold move to preserve the integrity and credibility of the Nigerian Premier Football League. Well, the stance was reinforced during the league's annual general meeting held in Abuja on Monday, where the fixtures for the 2025-2026 season was unveiled. Addressing club representatives and stakeholders, the chairman of the body, as Honorable Gbenga Elegbeleye, responded directly to the recent controversy surrounding Heartland FC's return to the top flight of league football following the exit of Beyond Limit Football Club. He actually explained that intervention became very necessary due to a clear breach of league regulations regarding club ownership. Let's quickly listen to Honorable Gbenga Elegbeleye speaking on that particular issue, because it's a very big issue. I'll be talking about that immediately after this break. Let's listen to him. I'll be back.
Beyond Limit, Remo Stars, that from the same source. We do not want two clubs from the same source to be in the Premier League. The proprietor, the management of Beyond Limit never discussed money. We had meetings with them as stakeholders that please, this is not allowed. They gently and gladly agreed that okay, they will find a way to ease themselves out. They didn't argue with it. They never mentioned money. We even without notifying them, approached Sporting Lagos. I'm sure Godwin Ankina can bear me witness if they would just take that slot without paying anything. It was strictly the fact that we do not want an entity, don't want two clubs in the Premier League, because that is not what we don't want that. And it happened that Beyond Limit and Remo Stars are from the same particular source. So Sporting Lagos said no, they prefer to go and compete again in the NNL. We approached Gombe United, they said no. So then we left it for them to run negotiation, and eventually Atlant took it. It's not about money. So if any club qualified now, if we have such situation now, for instance, any of the clubs in Premier League now having one of the first slots from NNL, we will still do the same thing. In the situation where we don't have that, we will not allow any sale of slots.
So, okay, sir. What else are we expecting new this season?
This new season, okay, we improve on what we did last.
MPFL Chairman, Honorable Gbenga Elegbeleye, speaking there, and of course shedding more light on the entire situation. Well, Toluwani, let's quickly talk about this very one. Well, the framework is quite clear, I must say. It is quite clear, and it is, you can't have two clubs with the same ownership in the league. It also happens in European football as well. We saw what happened recently in the Europa League. Exactly.
Crystal Palace.
Exactly. So you saw what happened there, and it also happens in the Nigerian league as well. And he's explaining that, see, it's not good for the credibility and integrity of the league, to just set it out and just say highest bidder coming. Because someone actually asked the question during the AGM to say, but Heartland bought Beyond Limits slots. Then he said no, that's not the case. Remo Stars in the league. Beyond Limits Football Academy is also coming into the league, and they have to protect that framework. Say someone else has to take that position. And honestly, it is the way to go, because imagine having Beyond Limits Football Academy and Remo in the same league.
Yeah, true.
And you'll find yourself in a situation where they need to win. One needs to win the league.
What is it? It looks like Oscar Piastri at Formula 1. Yeah. But I get the framework right now, and I think just like you said, integrity's sake, I think we have to have that done properly. Going forward, just to make the league a more modernized and professional. With other clubs, and I'm so glad the way Honorable Gbenga
made it clear.
Handled it properly.
Yeah, handling it properly. Well, don't forget that Wiki Tourist, Barra FC, Wolves, and Kun Khalifat end their places through the just concluded NNL Super 8. So welcome them back into the league. And of course, teams like Lobby, Aqua United, you remember, Heartland and Sunshine Stars go regulate. The same Heartland that picked Thomas Stock, they are back. They're back. To where they belong in the NNL. Well, anyways, that's it for now, as far as that is concerned. But Toluwani, let's take this particular picture coming from the home of the executive governor of your state. I actually got this morning. The new management of Shooting Stars with a technical crew actually visited the governor. Yes, and there you have them. The newly appointed guys, Honorable, of course, Taiwo Lekon Salami right there, Mr. Bumi, the CEO, Awero, the coach, the media officer, the backroom staff, all visited the governor to, of course, Toby Adequajo right there, sporting director, is also there. It was yesterday, they went to the governor, Honorable Lekon Salami took them there to present them to the governor, and of course, to let him know that these are the guys that will be saddled with the responsibility of taking Shooting Stars to the next level starting from next season. And governor also reaffirmed his commitment to support the team. Well, this is what we've got at the moment.
Actually, and I don't know. It's all giving. It's giving beauty. It's giving new inspiration.
Yeah, that's the word.
Yes. And we can't. I cannot just wait for the season to start. And let's get the ball rolling and let's see.
Starting with Bayelsa United.
Yeah, actually, and a good one that we're starting on the home front also. So I'm sure the fans will be backing everybody to do everything right and get the first 3 points of the season. And let's see how far we can go here. And it shows so much support that the governor is in the hand of Shooting Stars.
I'm not sure that the initial board, the board that left, got this much support. Yeah, because a couple of times I spoke with the former chairman, and he always speak about how difficult it was for him to get the governor, get access to the governor and all that. But looks as if Honorable Taiwo Lekon Salami is getting all the access and all the...
He's getting the access and he's granting the access to every, individual of the management to say, come on, we were doing this together. Like I said on the show, it takes a teamwork to achieve dream work, and I'm sure, they're ready to achieve that dream work right there.
Well, let's hope they're ready because they have to prove that on the pitch of play when we take on Bayelsa United on the 23rd of August. Right here at the Lekon Salami Stadium. Let's move on the show and inform you that Super Eagles B duo of Shola Adelani and Godwin Adedayo have praised head coach Eric Shell's intense tactical approach, describing it as aggressive, demanding, and necessary for Nigeria's ambition at the 2024 African Nations Championship. Of course, the ambition is to win it, right? Yeah. Adelani revealed that the Gaffer has made it clear that he wants nothing less than full commitment and physical dominance from every player heading into the Continental Showpiece. Now, speaking ahead of Nigeria's final warm-up game coming up today against Zanzibar, Adelani likened the atmosphere under Eric Shell to playing for a top European club. Despite a goalless draw in their first warm-up game against Zanzibar, they have another chance to, correct that wrong later on today. And the players are sounding quite optimistic. Let's listen to the two of them. Speaking ahead of today's game.
Playing for the Nigerian national team. To the coach, like you always say, if you are not a warrior, you can't play football. Or if you are doing like a girl or a boy in the field, like you don't want them to hit you or you don't want to play hard, you can't play football. You must be like a lion, you want to play under him. I like the coach because when he talked to me, Shola, if you have the ball, go one-on-one. Even though you lose the ball, no, it's not a problem. Just go one-on-one. Don't come back. Even though you lose the ball, try and chase him back. Just go one-on-one with him. I know the boys are ready because for the past 2 weeks or 3 weeks of training, I know even though we are doing some kind of mistake, the coach is letting us know that there's a mistake in the football. We just have to improve more. I know if the commission starts, we give all ourselves out, coming back stronger to meet the chance.
When they under 17, I was dropped. Under 23, I was dropped. I met myself here and the coach like something like, okay, we have the belief in me that I can do it. That's why, and the style of play. That is why he put me on the final list to make it to the CHAN. I was so happy because it's my performance in Remo Stars that took me to the CHAN. The coach he was very, very big coach. I have never met the kind of coach like that in my life because everything he wants it all. He wants it all: intensity, aggressivity, never say die. Just want to give it all. Well, we always do some meeting to each other about the CHAN, about the good. Like, we want there to go and give it all. Not that we want to come second or third. We want to get the good. That's our target. And definitely, surely get there.
Well, that's just a quick trip to the camp of the CHAN Eagles, the Super Eagles B team on the island of Zanzibar. Although we're having their final warm-up game today ahead of the African Nations Championship. Toluwani, you heard that speaking about demands from the coach, aggressiveness. If you can't fight, you can't be part of a team, you can't play football. And I love that approach,
Actually,
honestly.
It looks like a jungle right now. And, and I'm glad that these players are getting the experience, that they deserve. And also, they are saying that we worked our way to be here. It was hard work that brought us this far, and they are glad to be part of this. So if a player is having this kind of mentality, I'm sure they want to do everything to put their hands on the trophy that has eluded Nigeria for a long time. And speaking of the mentality of the coach, I'm sure for me, I was just thinking about it. I just hope that these players can transcend into the Super Eagles squad because they already understand how this work. They want to win. They have the drive to win.
Well, the players,
the players,
the good ones.
Actually,
I'm not sure none of them can break into
displace
any of the.
I know, right? They can't displace them actually, but I know that a few of them, if they put in the hard work, and Eric Shells, I see the hard work right there in CHAN. I'm sure he has 2, 3, 4, 5 players that he can bring in to
at least warm the bench them.
Yes, to warm. I don't know why Buluwaji is not giving them. He's not giving them that slot.
Let's move on. They need to convince me at this competition.
Oh, yes.
If they win it, then they can have 10 of them in the Super Eagles.
Good. I warm the bench again.
Because you look at the quality of players that we have at this moment.
Yeah, true.
These are top quality stars. It will be difficult for anyone to bench them. Look at our front line.
So how would you bench?
It's a problem. But it's a good headache anyway. All right, let's celebrate our girls quickly. As Jubilant Lagos welcomed the WAFCON champions, the Super Falcons of Nigeria, yesterday during their trophy parade. Nigeria's national women football team, the Super Falcons, brought Lagos to a jubilant halt yesterday as they paraded their 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations WAFCON trophy through major cities, of course, in Lagos. Of course, fans trooped out yesterday to celebrate these girls. Fresh off their historic win over Morocco in Rabat, the Falcons were met with rapturous cheers, as they showcased the coveted trophy on top of the open-top balls. Donned in celebratory attire, the players waved and smiled at adoring crowds who indeed lined the streets of Lagos, waving flags, chanting, of course, singing in unison. The parade, of course, commenced from the heart of Lagos, actually commenced from the airport, because I went through Keja, Lagos Island, Surulere. I think it ended up at the office of one of the sponsors, who hosted them later in the evening, and of course donated 50 million naira to the players. And I mentioned something earlier. Yeah. Don't forget that 7 players, members of this team from Imo State, were hosted by Governor Uzodimma. And that lady on the green cap, okay, we saw that earlier.
This?
No, not this.
Okay.
On the Yoruba cap.
Deborah Abiodun.
Deborah Abiodun. Oh, wow. Yeah. She's from Oyo State,
Beautiful.
And she has challenged the Oyo State government to host her as well. And I'm sure the authorities are listening at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, it was indeed a very beautiful day yesterday for them. And that's Deborah Abiodun right there, holding that cap. Now, that cap belongs to a colleague of ours, Ademola Victor, who sends Victor videos to us.
Videos to us,
yes. Deborah actually, took that cap from him, from Casablanca, and says she's not taking it back. Yeah. She's not returning that particular cap.
And it looks like she also took, the
for Kelechi also, right?
Kelechi also, and Deborah Abiodun to demand that from Oyo State. I honestly speaking, I'm not sure. I don't want that. It's not supposed to be a demand. It should be something we're supposed to celebrate her for. Not that she didn't want the bench at all. She played the competition. Yeah. She did play the competition.
You know what she's called?
Honestly,
Baby Kante.
Baby Kante. She played the competition, and I think and I think we should celebrate her right here. And I'm sure she has so much also. To give the younger, fans and also the young girls that want to be like her, also an inspiration right there. Also, I saw a video of them. I saw Ichegini, trying to make a video, and immediately there was a warning call. Now Lagos, you do.
Okay, so what Ichegini was trying to do, was that was her first time in Lagos, right? Yeah. And she saw the way fans were really crazy about them, and trying to touch them and all that. What they didn't experience in Abuja.
Yeah, true.
And she wanted to open the glass.
Immediately
they told her, this is like, don't dare do that. That phone with you will
go. He's gone. And immediately
on the scene. But one thing she loved was the fact that the fans were really cheering there. The fans were very close. It's Lagos, right? It is Lagos. And that was when they actually arrived in Lagos yesterday there at the airport. Beautiful scenes over there. Because that's what I want to see. The discussion of that reward is another thing entirely.
Honestly.
I mean, I've had a lot of social media everywhere.
We would outtalk it if we continue.
100,000 is too much. Medical doctors, this and that. But then, it is what it is.
Grace.
Because, that's what I call it, right? Grace.
Let's talk about
it is grace. Because honestly, it's kind of, while people, the funny thing, while people were actually talking about the money too much, just yesterday we heard that Madugu, their coach, his own incentive has been increased. Initially, it was supposed to be $50,000, right?
Yes, true.
It has been moved to $100,000.
Wow.
So just keep saying what you say.
Okay, so keep talking. Keep talking.
Well, I call it grace. I mean, look at the media officer. Actually. She only joined the team 3 weeks ago. A few days before the start of the WAFCON. That was when she joined the team. And guess what?
Come on.
She has a national award.
I'm sure.
She has $50,000 and she has 3-bedroom apartments in Abuja.
I'm sure on Sunday she'll be giving testimony in whatever church she attends.
It is grace, and that's something. I mean, we've been talking ever since, and she was like,
"Beautiful,
Bolu, God did it.
God did it.
All right, yesterday, Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen finally completed a long-anticipated switch to Turkish club Galatasaray in a deal worth €75 million, bringing to an end his time at Syria club Napoli. Let me just leave you to enjoy a bit of all the welcome, left, right, and center. It was a beautiful scene. In fact, when I was monitoring that, I mean, they truly love him. I'm not sure I've seen this before. Not even to Ronaldo, not even to Messi. Now, when they heard that his flight took off from Napoli, they brought out a big screen, a projector, to monitor the flight from Napoli to Istanbul. And they were there at the airport waiting for Victor. And I was like, man!
What love? What love?
What love?
What love?
I'm not sure I've seen that. I mean, they were tracking it, and they were showing it to all the fans that were at the airport to say, they just left Napoli, they're moving, the next city, the next city, the next city.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Let's enjoy a bit of that and we'll be back. Well, from Turkey, let's come to the beautiful brown roof city of Ibadan and talk a very interesting sport. But I've told you on this show, we'll continue our quest and our push, to develop grassroots sport right here. And for those sports that you feel less popular, less important, we'll make it important here because we will force it down your throat. And today, we're talking cycling. And today, I have Mr. Olawale Samuel. Well, he is a passionate cyclist, a major stakeholder in cycling in Oyo State, who has, through his own efforts, has helped discovered cyclists for Oyo State who have gone on to win medals for Oyo State. Well, he's at it again, and he has something special for everyone who loves cycling in Oyo State. So in case you need a cycling coach, just reach out to us at Dominion. We will link you. Mr. Olawale Samuel, good morning to you.
My name is Olawale Samson. Anyway.
Samson, actually.
Yep. Good morning to you. Yeah, Mr. Bolu.
All right, good to have you on the show. And let's talk cycling. I mean, of all sports, why cycling for you?
You see, cycling is... okay, let me say I'm a lover of cycling. And I'm a fitness coach. And when I look through all these sports, I realized that cycling is one of the best sports that is good for our health and that is environmental friendly. So that is why we go into cycling.
I remember when we were young and after school, there is this bike rental around the street. It was 5 naira there. And you write down, our parents flog us because they believe that we just want to hurt ourselves. Did you also do that?
Of course, of course.
I mean, that was, I'm not sure that's still available these days.
I'm not very sure. Anyways, yeah, we are not very sure.
But I mean, that takes me to the safety of the sports. I mean, how are you managing it, or how did you manage it yourself before you even talk about your developmental plans and all you've been doing?
The thing is, we have coaches, and they are professionals. And what the impact in the life of the cyclist, if any cyclist follow it, he or she is going to be safe from any form of accident in cycling.
And let's talk about the health benefits of cycling. You mentioned it earlier. You said it's good for the health. But then, for me, I mean, let us know. Honestly, I just want to know. I mean, why cycling? I mean, the other sport, right?
Yeah.
The health benefits. I'd love to know.
You see. There is something I usually say. If you are a cyclist, or let me say, if you are not a cyclist and you love to be one because of your health, I would say it's welcome. In what sense? Because of many benefits that are in cycling. I usually say something, if you could ride from 30 minutes, just a day, you see, there are some silent killer diseases that you are going to be free from. You see, there is something we call heart attack, high blood pressure, low blood pressure, all those hypertension. If you are into cycling, there is no how you are going to have those silent killer diseases, because
maybe that's why some developed countries actually pay people to ride bicycles. Because I know in the Netherlands they have a whole lot of bicycles there. I understand they have more bicycles there than vehicles them, and they encourage people to also take the sport.
That is what we are trying to do in Oyo State. Yeah, that is what we are trying to do in Oyo State. You see, in Lapet, we are trying to push people. We are trying to educate people on the benefit of cycling, because apart from the health benefit that is in cycling, there are some financial benefits. You see, if you take a ride, I could remember there was a friend that was telling me some years ago, he's a tech guy. Yeah, he was having back pains, he was having spine pains, and the next thing I told him then was, can you ride? He said he can ride. Okay, get a bicycle. And I'm telling you, after 2 weeks, he was like, Omo, I'm fine. This thing is very cool.
I think I need a bicycle.
Yeah, everybody needs it. Everybody in the state needs it.
Needs a bicycle. Very important. And it's cost effective as well. I mean, honestly, with what fuel is a trade at us at this moment. Cycling is a total one. You ever tried a bicycle before?
Actually, you know, actually just going back, I remember, you know, for you to have a bicycle during my time, you know, you must have to pass exams, you know, first, second, or maybe your birthday. That's what you get, you know.
You wasn't best student in class.
Best student in class and all. But quick, I just want to ask you, you know, you talk about safety, you know, you're also trying to see how we can have that in, you know, Oyo State. You look at the roads that we have, you know, in certain areas right here, and also how people drive. Do you think, how do we have these safety measures put in place, you know, for cyclists going forward in Oyo State?
Yeah, thank you very much for that question, because we usually celebrate International World Bicycle Day.
Oh, World Bicycle Day?
Yes, we
celebrate where?
In Oyo State? In Oyo State, in partnership with FRSC, Federal Road Safety. And all for the past 4 years that we've been pushing this, we usually advise the government to always put the part of cycling on the road. Yeah. And in a situation of things that we don't have that kind of opportunity in the state, we usually educate our cyclists to go with their whistles, with their helmets. Yeah. And whenever they are riding, they use the whistles to call other road users. Yeah, for their safety. Yeah, and also they must be on helmet. If you see anybody riding on the road without helmet, that the person is not a cyclist. Yes.
Oh, well, let's talk about your passion for development of cycling in Oyo State. I mean, for years now, you've single-handedly, you know, come up with grassroots competition, discover them. How has it been, you know, discovering and nurturing them to become medalists for the state?
It's been very tedious, because, but let me just say thank you. Thank God for parents at the state and some stakeholders that have been in support. Yeah, because
the government has been supporting?
The government, we are in partnership with Oyo State Sport Council and also Oyo State Cycling Association and National Cycling Spirit. Yeah, so those are the people, but you know, they will say, if you want to do anything, there's no financial support. There's no financial support. But we believe that we shouldn't allow that to be a challenge or something that will disturb us in pushing it. So we keep pushing, and through the grace of God, we have been having interested partnership from brands now.
Now, for how many years you've done this? I mean, your development project for how many years? Or was there any point you felt like, I bet that
you see, many times.
You know, why you do things like that?
Many times, you know, there was a time I was crying because somebody turned me down. And that time, the person promised, though I don't want to mention the person's name because he's a popular person in the state. And the person was like, a week to the event, he has been promising, don't worry, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. A week to the event, the person fucked up. A week to the event. But, you know, I just tried to bring things together, spoke to my guys, and we continue pushing. And we were able to do the event. So there have been challenges, and we...
Well, all right, apologies for the language. Yeah. But then, quick one, let's talk about how you've been able to discover them, because I've been to a couple of your, competitions. How do you get all these youngsters? Because I see a lot of them interested. How many do you work with at this point? How many of these youngsters do you work with?
What happened is we are in partnership with some clubs.
Okay.
In the state. Yeah, so the clubs will train them. We also train some people, and when we have the events, we have what we call trial. And during the trial, we bring out the best of the best of these kids, and those that are unable to be picked will have to go for another trial. So when we pick best out of the best, we know that, okay, these are the set of people that will go and represent the state at the national competition, and anybody that could stand out among them will go for international competition. Yeah.
You've helped raise a number of national beaters and medalists for your state. You want to mention a few of them and how you managed to achieve that?
You see, there is a guy, let me just say, Ajibade Ibrahim. Ajibade Ibrahim. And that boy now, I would say, in Oyo State, is one of the best in Oyo State now.
He has not met Toluwad.
Actually,
are you a cyclist?
It's not.
I met him in his dreams, actually.
Just like Boluwaji said, dreams and
in his dreams. All right, let's listen.
Go ahead.
All right, guys.
Okay, he's one of the best in the state. And this guy, you see, his brother is the best in Nigeria before now, because somebody took it from him from another state. Yeah. And you see, we are looking up to that boy to be our next national person.
National world national champion.
Even the national, international champion. Yeah, in the sport.
So aside from the little grassroots development that you do in Oyo State, and aside from National Sport Festival and Youth Games, which other competitions that your cyclists participate in? Because it's important that they compete, to keep them fit and keep them interested in the sport.
You see, am I permitted to mention the name of the brand I'm representing?
No.
Okay. The reason is, you see, we usually push, apart from the national competition and apart from the other competitions, there are competitions that we organize for these kids. Because they've been training, that's one of the things that pushed me and that kept pushing me. Yeah, because they would train for different weeks, different months, a number of years. There won't be competition. They will not have chance to compete. So yeah.
So that was what brought about your own competition.
Yes, yes. So,
massive.
From there, you see, we are planning to have a competition now. At the national level, they will go for, the junior ones will go for 80 kilometers. They will cover 80 kilometer distance. And in this competition, we are planning to give them like 60 kilometers.
60 kilometers.
Yeah, at least if you cannot meet up with the national level.
The national requirement.
Yeah, the requirement, thank you.
The state standard.
So, it's, if they are able to do this, that will be part of them that, okay, I was the champion in this event. And there's something that we usually do to encourage them. We usually get a yellow jersey for them. Okay. The champion of last year will wear the jersey, the yellow jersey, so that we know that I'm defending champion for this.
Okay,
you want to wear this.
Yeah, bragging rights.
You have to be champion for this, you know. Those things are things we use to encourage them and to push them, to keep them pushing. Yeah.
Well, a lot of people out there ask me, see, I'm interested in this sport. I don't know where to go. I don't know how to go about it. In fact, I have one in this office that has been stopping me for volleyball as well. So in case there's anyone for cycling, we just send them to the Adamasimba Stadium and say, go and meet them there.
Of course, yes. Yeah, there are coaches there.
Yeah, coaches
for all sports, anyways.
For all sports, and of course, including cycling as well.
Including cycling.
So aside for competition's sake, like, Because some people will sit down and say, I want to go for national sports festival next year, and they begin to prepare for it. Aside that, I mean, what other ways? Why should we also engage in that sport or cycling?
Apart from that, because that one is financial financial
motivated.
benefit.
It's financially motivated.
Yes. So, but apart from that, we can do it because of our health. Yeah, and that is what we are trying to do.
That's what you are preaching in the States.
Apart from organizing competitions for the kids, we are trying to tell the people of the state to know the benefit of cycling. I'm a fitness coach.
Oh, okay.
So, you know,
it works hand in hand.
I'll tell them that apart from you going to the gym, working out, you can get a bicycle. If you have an obese person, okay, or somebody that is trying to work on his tummy or her tummy, if the person can get a bicycle, I'm telling you,
Easy.
if let me say, can I just say I've put it into practice and I've seen it, it has worked. If the person can ride for 1 hour a day, within 2 weeks, the person is going to get results.
We get 6 packs.
Not 6 packs, anyways. Depending on the kind of...
All right, that's quite amazing. That's quite amazing. And I'm sure that many people who are not familiar with cycling by now, they already know the benefits of cycling. Aside the competition part of it, the health benefit as well, very important. I spoke about being a fitness coach as well, and that's why players, while they're in closed-door campaigns for matches as well, they also ride bicycles as well.
I've seen players, ride bicycle, do other sports just to keep fit also. But before you guys want to ask, so what do one do to become a cyclist? What are those, measures you need to put in place, to become a cyclist?
To become a cyclist, you have to get your bicycle. You get your helmet. You get your kit. And when you know that you have all these things, you look for a good coach. Because if you don't have a coach, you can just be doing it the way you...
So it's important to get a coach.
It's very important. It's very important.
I think I'm dressed
that is if you want to do it.
I'm just like one. Like as if you really want to go into it. All right. Honestly, we wish you all the best. We see your effort, in putting all of these things together, in ensuring that we are fit in Oyo State. And so, for all of those your competitions, aside for the bragging right, do you still welcome the Oyo concert to say, if you are not fighting for the maybe prize money or competition sake, come for your own safety, for your own body work.
Sure now. Sure.
So if you're having events now, you can invite the Oyo Queens in our office.
The one we are having at the moment, we are inviting everybody to come. Yes, sir.
What if for people like us that don't have bicycle, what happens?
What do we do?
We are going to get them a bicycle.
Really?
Just to encourage them.
Just say.
Yes,
All right. Thank you very much. We'll see what you do with cycling in Oyo State, and we must say thank you to you. And that's what we do on this show. We try to encourage those who are trying to make a difference, and that's something you are doing to ensure that we are fit in Oyo State, we are healthy in Oyo State, and that our young lads who will be taking the sport as a career get the right career for themselves. We wish you all the best at your events coming up. Hopefully, we will be there, to support you, as we've always done, and wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Well, that was Mr. Olawale Samson right there, the man behind everything cycling in Oyo State. I mean, helping to develop the sport in the pace setter state. So don't forget the National Youth Games. It's just about the corner, about September or thereabouts. And from his own efforts, we'll still have cyclists come to represent Oyo State and win medals for us. Well, quick break on the show. I'll be back at round off this morning.
Ever dreamed of creating the next viral series or telling powerful stories on the big screen? This summer, your passion for TV can become a reality. Our TV Practical Summer Class is calling all future scriptwriters, producers, directors, video editors, reporters, news editors, and on-air personalities. Get hands-on training from industry professionals. Learn to shoot with professional cameras, master editing software, and produce your own content from start to finish. This isn't just a class, it's your launch pad. Don't just watch TV, make it. Enroll now. Spaces are limited. Visit our website on www.dominion.org.ng or call the number 0706 777 9435 0706 777 9435. Dominion Television, your channel of choice.
Oh, that was a quick one with Mr. Lawale Samson. Yes, one of major stakeholders in cycling in Oyo State to educate us about that beautiful and very interesting and very healthy sport. Toluwani is still here with me in the studios, and together let's talk about the D Tigers, the defending champions, D Tigers of Nigeria, will face Cameroon in the quarterfinals of the ongoing 2025 Women's Afro Basket. At the Palace de Sports, the Treichville in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire, later on today. Well, you asked for the Angolans.
Yes, I did.
But here we have the Cameroonians.
So I just hope it's not going to be Cameroon Pepper that we're going to see. But but I'm expecting a massive game and 13-1. And I remember the last time. I'm sure the last game we played. It was an hard-fought battle. So I'm expecting that the players are more relaxed. I understand the rhythm of the game. Remember they're defending champions, so I don't want them to be complacent. With this game, and don't take every opponent as your battle, and make sure you get every basket in right there for yourself. So I think it's going to be a massive one. We're going to enjoy a good game right there in Abidjan. All
right, today, well, that Treichville actually happened to be a media center at the last AFCON Cup of Nations, and of course it was nice seeing that. All right, just to also inform you that ahead of the quarterfinals today, the Tigers camp was in high spirits yesterday following the arrival of star guard Sarah Ogoke ahead of the big game today. The defending champions began their title defense without Ogoke, but still managed to win our first two games against Rwanda and of course against Mozambique right there. Well, let's return to football. Couple of games we saw yesterday and the early hours of today. Teams already preparing. We saw Manchester United, they won. Stuck, It's like Manchester United, they won. Liverpool also won as well. Let's just see the results. We'll come back to watch the match later on after the show. But let's just see a list of the results of those matches. And there were wins and important wins, anyways. They might be preseason.
Yeah, they might be preseason, but it's going to be a morale booster for the coming season. And I'm sure our major managers are under pressure come next season. If you don't deliver, I think the exit door is waiting just for you. And for Liverpool, with the star bulk of players they have in their locker, I think they must deliver. Those players must deliver. Florent Wirtz, getting in the goal.
Yeah, that was nice seeing him, right?
Yes, right there also. And I'm sure Manchester United also, in high spirit. Ruben Amorim, are still talking about, how Manchester United are still going to suffer. I don't know how they suffered last season they're going to. I don't know the inspiration behind those words, but it's the whole lot. But they're getting in the way.
You should stop saying all those things. Honestly,
I don't know when the storm is going to be over, because the storm should be over last season. But they got that victory against Bournemouth right there, and it's back-to-back wins. Arsenal also doing great things in the preseason. So every team will look like they're going to fight, but except Chelsea. Still a major holiday resting the Kings. The Kings. The Kings.
Liverpool, it was a good win also for them yesterday. 3-1 against Yokohama Football Club. Also Arsenal, yes, just like you said, it was a good win for them as well. Man United 4-1 against Bournemouth. There you have the results on your screen. And we'll watch the highlights the moment we leave the studio. But today, there are some games also to look forward to. Today as well. I mean, a lot of games to talk about. There you have it. Perth Glory will take on AC Milan. Shell will take on Barcelona. Arsenal taking on Tottenham. Yeah, that's today. Of course, yes, Roma versus Cannes, Villarreal versus
Yeah,
Genoa.
I think we're going to see a reunited Jesse Lingard and Marcus Rashford back together. Yeah, against Soil and FC Barcelona. Yeah, so
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, we have to go at this point. So you enjoy those games that we saw in the early hours of today, and of course yesterday. Tolani, thanks for being a part of the show.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much.
I mean, it's been an exciting time talking cycling, especially with Mr. Olawale Samson. Then tomorrow, hopefully, we'll talk basketball on the show, as we also have a major stakeholder in basketball in Oyo State, a member of the Oyo State Basketball Association. He also owns like two basketball clubs in Oyo State, a male and a female teams. He'll probably join us from United States later tomorrow, all things being equal. Of course, till then, do have a beautiful day on behalf of the entire production crew. Thanks for watching. Of course, keep subscribing, keep sharing, keep dropping your comments, and we'll be back tomorrow.